Hello, everybody. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I'm your host, Barry Welsh. We've got a special edition tonight. I have no idea what he's going to say, but whatever he has to say, he says it's big. And we're going to find out in just a couple of moments. We are going to have Delta Django on the program. And he and I haven't talked for a while. So he says he has something big, and we're going to see what he has to say.
Right.
As always, I've got to do the legal disclaimer thing when we have a guest on that I'm not, myself or the show is not responsible for the words of our guests, and it's not necessarily my opinion or the opinion of the show. With all that out of the way, we haven't sit down and talked for a while, and it is an honor to welcome back to the show, Delta Django. Are you there, my man?
All honor. You can see me?
I can't see you, but I can hear you. I got your logo.
Hold on 1 second.
All right.
What's going on with this phone?
As I told everybody, we are recording this. It's recorded live, and that comes with all the technical glitches that a live broadcast comes with. And we'll have Django back up here in just a second, I'm sure. All right, we got you back.
All honor, man. I want to start off saying, man, happy belated born day.
Hey, thank you very much, man. I appreciated the text on my latest trip around the sun on this rock, and I consider it a blessing to be able to have gone around, made as many trips around the sun as I have, and I hope somewhere along the way I picked up a little wisdom to go along with the doofusness. How's Pops, my man? How's Pops doing?
Oh man, Popsy's doing great, man. He's been kind of paranoid behind the COVID-19 situation.
Well, and as he should be, in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot of elders, and we just seen Rising Power Debo Friday, Tiny Lester just passed away also from they saying COVID-19 situation. So we got to be watchful right now.
Yeah, we got to take care of ourselves and take care of others. I always wear this little thing, man, so I can just pop it up when I need to and drop it down. And because I space when I get up to the door of a store and I don't have my mask with me, and so I just wear this all the time now.
And we got that mandatory vaccine. We'll get into that later on also. It's a lot of situations popping up.
Yeah, I want to hear your opinion on the vaccine, but what have you been up to? Because I know you're always working, you always got stuff going on. What have you been up to?
Man, I've been underground trying to revamp.
Okay.
Trying to revamp reconstruction process. There's a lot of folks speculating, asking questions. Where's my YouTube? They say,
yes, I've been asked that. That.
Where's Delta YouTube? What's been going on? Where's Delta? There was a situation just occurred. I won't go too deeply into the details, but I'll do that on Darren's podcast and our podcast that we're going to get up and running. Don't waste too much time here, but I just want to really throw out certain topics.
Okay.
Real quick, and address certain things, and we'll move on.
All right.
Tahara Bay, the Moorish guy. Like I told Black folks, I say, first off, I give all honor to Urema, the new Black Panther Party, Crystal, actually out there on the ground, doing the groundwork. What Black folks don't know is that we have been our own worst enemy since day one. When I jumped into NFA R, NFA C, beforehand, the issue was with the conscious community. You see, the issue. Right now, like, I congratulate yourself, AVs, for sticking their necks out, allowing us on your platforms and being genuine and giving us the opportunity to voice ourselves and merge these bridges, because we're out there in the formation. This is very serious. When we're out there in the formation, we're putting our lives on the lines. These guys sitting back on their podcasts and their little YouTube sites and all, voicing their opinions, creating so much diversion and chaos. This has been going on since day one. Like with yourself, what this man here, Moore's Temple, he's very dangerous to the Moore's Temple, to himself.
Really?
When he spoke against yourself about me coming to your show, mind you, I'm not a part of no Moore's Temple, no conscious community. They found me in the formation. This is guerrilla mainframe. This is the lifestyle that we live in, not mainframe Texas, just in general. So this is where they found me. You see, I went over to the AV to site coming up into November. The pressure was up.
Yeah.
You know, it was very,
And for those that don't know, AV is Angry Viking.
Angry Viking.
Yeah,
Angry Viking. They were very respectable. They accepted me over there. So we got a chance to really communicate a little bit, come to common grounds, and I get a little more insight on 3%ers that you was telling me about. We was learning, Proud Boys, Boogaloos, and all that. So I went to Tahara's platform also beforehand.
Okay.
He took that opportunity for me to actually go over there and merge and speak with these folks to turn that around, to try to put this tarnishment on my image as far as, okay, we got to be black. We got to stay over here. We can't speak with these folks. We can't interact with these folks. The same way I sent my guy Kendrick over there.
Okay, hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. So you coming and talking with me and you going and talking with Angry Viking, with AV, that put a tarnish on your image.
The guy, the Morris Temple guy, he's the one who took that opportunity to try to turn it against us. Okay. So the same way how he was doing it with Boogaloo's 3%, he was speaking on them also. He also spoke against AV with a different militia. I told him, that's dangerous. Yeah. You're in the conscious community, you're not in this militia lifestyle. You know, so for you to sit there and do that underground, that's very dangerous what you've done. But to make a long story short, what happened with this is going into NFAC leading up to GMJ also, the origins of us, who we are.
Who you're talking about who the NFAC is?
Who we are collectively.
Who the black community is collectively.
Black community
right
collectively.
Now. Okay, right I just want to, I personally want to be clear, and I want to make sure our viewers are clear. Go ahead. I'm so hear what you had to say.
Collectively, who we are now, we was in the process of jumping ship from NFAC to NFAR when we found out the information about Grandmaster Jay. Mind you, I had a select team of individuals, generals amongst generals, leaders amongst leaders. So they was placed in this group here to align it properly. There was a situation just occurred on Tahara's Bay platform again, which he purposely done that. There was a female you knew by the name of Fitness, City Fit. She was not a fitness trainer. She was not into fitness. Come to find out, she was a well-known prostitute underground. We didn't know this. We didn't know she was scamming guys for like, she was scamming for their credit card numbers and all. We didn't know this. I didn't know this intel. You know, so the whole time she was next to me doing these, sending emails, collecting intel, I'm thinking that she was into the militia life. But the entire time we found out she was collecting intel. Now, behind the scenes.
That in itself is huge.
Yeah, behind the scenes. Yeah, behind the scenes. Wow. This is what that's leading up to from what happened to the YouTube, what happened to myself.
Okay, now hold on just a second. Let me clarify again. Has she like commented on my show or how would I know her?
She was sending emails. I would have her send the emails.
Okay. All right. Wait, we're talking way back when we were first trying to establish. Because people don't know, but it took us a number of weeks, and we both understand why it took a number of weeks to establish secure communication.
Exactly. You see, so that was one secretary I had. Okay. I had another one when we found out behind the scenes that they wasn't fit for the job. Okay. But they made this these false accusations through the entire show, which Tahara Bey, he set that up like that. He wasn't letting me, he wasn't allowing me to call in. He told me I can call in. I'm asking, what time do you want me to call? You know, but as I'm watching this show, I'm starting to see that he blocked me in the comment section. Then he blocked my call. So I'm like, wow, he really staged this. You know, but that's no problem. But from the accusations that was stated, very dangerous. From that woman saying that she came to meet me. She never came to me. She was already supposed to be kicked out. She went to a whole nother individual. They said I was homeless, all kinds of stuff. When they came here, I wasn't there with them. I was going back home. 2
Okay,
weeks.
who
You
is
see,
they? When they came, who is they?
the female, the prostitute female.
Oh, okay, all right,
Yeah,
all
when
right.
she came down, the prostitute female had them went to a previous meeting in Texas. We didn't know nothing about. She went to another secret meeting in Atlanta. I didn't know nothing about. You see, so they was doing things behind my back. I'm finding out they with another guy taking pictures of this guy out here with some other guy playing tennis. I don't know nothing about this.
Whoa.
So how they got down here, they went on this man's show and said they came to see me. They came to see them. They didn't come to me. I'm
Okay.
in Tampa. They're in a whole nother, you see, district.
Yeah, yeah.
So when they went there to them, they told folks that they didn't know I was homeless. I was going back to my home, back and forth 2 weeks. I didn't make that decision to jump to that second week. You see, I'm just learning. This is supposed to be my immediate 5. Long story short, this woman here was a certified prostitute. I didn't know this when I got there, and the guy was he was covering for, you know what I mean, telling me certain things. What it was, there's 3 of us in NFAC. Grandmaster J, myself, and another individual.
You were the original 3. Is that
The
what you're
original
saying?
3.
Okay.
The original 3
All
that
right.
I brought up. That third individual,
Yes.
the girl, she had a pimp, and he was a ex-federal agent.
Whoa.
He was the pimp. So I'm questioning now.
This is like I need, I'm gonna have to go back and write all this down and put a movie script together.
It's a real movie. It's a real movie. And I keep telling these folks, like, they don't know what Tahara done. That's okay, because he tried to paint that image. But my thing was like, I'm going to really have to break this. That's what kind of fed me up.
And let me make this clear. I don't have any beef with Mr. Bay.
Exactly.
I've invited him on my program. I know he said he would not ever talk with me and this and
But
that.
he has the American flag up behind him now, though. He has the American flag up.
I've seen a lot of people have the American. When I took my American flag down, I seen a lot of people put American flags up.
Yeah, but that's what. A long story short, she had the Fed guy was her pimp. I didn't know that.
Okay, now this is an ex-federal officer.
Yes.
Any idea what branch was he in? Was he like?
Not sure.
Okay, that really doesn't matter if you're a federal officer. It doesn't matter if you're a
he was out.
Marshal or FBI or
whatever. So he hadn't been out.
Matter.
So it's like he wasn't really active. But that was her pimp. What she's telling us.
That's
the guy in the third source. That's his friend. He didn't want me to find out that was his buddy.
Okay, the third guy that was, and we're not naming the name, but the third person that was part of the original triumvirate, if you will, that formed the NFAC, his friend is a former federal officer who's also pimping out this girl that was connected to trying to help you get things moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Now, okay, I just want to make sure I'm following along.
Once I find out the intel, now my antenna's going up. Like, what is going on? Pictures coming out, all that stuff that they spoke on, I didn't know nothing about it. So once I found out, okay, she has federal friends, we're starting to question why she's collecting all this intel. There was another guy that she went to ATL with. Now, this guy, I was told by my media circle, they didn't have nothing going on. It was just strictly business. I didn't know why they brought her here. You see?
Yeah.
She gave this man here gonorrhea. I didn't know that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that. It ain't funny for that to happen to anybody. It was a reaction that came out simply because I wasn't expecting.
That's how I felt. Because I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know this. So I'm like, I didn't know that she tried. I didn't know, but it's deeper than that. But once that occurred, once they get to ATL, they have a secret meeting, whatever the case may be. Since she didn't come this way, to Florida with them, they didn't come to see me. There was a fallout when I found out all this information. I was just waiting. To collect more intel.
Okay.
Now this woman knew once I found out she was going to have to be sent back pretty soon. You see, She made accusations. I put a gun on her. All just dumb stuff. You know what I mean? I put my hands on her. You know, come to find out, the woman that she spoke on, that she said that our poster had slapped her about, was the same woman that she showed me pictures nude of. So this woman was doing all kind of chaotic stuff, and people don't even understand that when she sat on Top Base show, he purposely aligned that. You see? So my thing was like, I just wanted to address that first and foremost. I'm gonna go straight into detail. So my YouTube, what happened to it,
totally understand. I totally understand why you wanted to address that right off the bat. Yeah,
she hacked
totally
it.
get it.
Yes, she hacked the YouTube.
She hacked your YouTube?
She has the emails. All this intel been submitted. I don't know where. You see, Tahara Bay done a show right after that previously, right, with this guy named Kevin. Now, this guy named Kevin sat on Tahara Bay show. This is the worst show that he ever done. He sat there and he spoke on Grandmaster Jay and the shooting that occurred in Wendy's with the little girl Sakaria.
The one that was around the Stone Mountain Formation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What they don't understand is that this had nothing to do with the little girls in a completely different area, different time zone. They never knew that. I'm just letting them talk, right? Tahara Bay brought this man on his show and he spoke about Grandmaster Jay and the source down there in ATL sending the assassination for me. They set me up. The agent that came was sent for me. I've been through this intel. How did I know this intel? Tahara Bay told me first. He's the first one to tell me this. So as I'm looking at the show, I'm like, did he not know that this is one of the guys that he was speaking on? They spoke so much in that interview, things I didn't know nothing about. I didn't know Grandmaster Jay put money on gang members' heads. I was sent there to speak to Gangster Disciple to bring peace, growth, and development.
Right.
Why would Grandmaster Jay turn around and try to have one of them boys killed?
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all.
Yes, when the little girl shooting occurred, something behind the scenes went on. And that guy was on Tahara Bay's show telling it. And he told so much. We never knew this. Those guys in ATL didn't know that. The Crips didn't know that. You see?
Yeah.
We didn't know this.
Right.
So when he came out and he exposed that on Todd's show, this is not your platform for that. You see? This is social media. You're supposed to be in this lane. Grandmaster Jay should not be dealing with gang activity. You see, we're here to fix this. I speak for them. You see?
Right.
They was not doing anything outright out there, anything dangerous. They was out there directing traffic when I spoke with them. You see, everything was growth and development, about moving forward, progress.
Right.
The same way like in Kentucky, I always speak in the defense. Yeah, but what transpired behind that last interview, I heard some things in there. It shocked me. It really shocked me. But yes, that assassination was for me. They set me up.
Okay, for those that don't know, 2 trips to Louisville, both occasions, Delta was reaching out to younger members of the Black community in the area and trying to give them a purpose and a focus for their talents, their skills, their energy, their life, different from what they currently had. Did I say that right? Right? Okay. Right. All right.
Right.
All right. So that's what you were doing in the NFAC.
Exactly.
So it doesn't make sense that Grandmaster Jay is going to be screwing with gang members.
Yes, it doesn't make sense for him.
It doesn't make sense. Now,
the guy also that was in the interview, Grandmaster Jay sent us to eliminate him. I was supposed to eliminate him and the guy in ATL, Drew. That's his name.
Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. You said, and I want to make sure everybody's got it clear, especially me. You said that there was supposed to be a hit on you, that you were supposed to be taken out. Was that the Wendy's shooting surrounding Stone Mountain?
No, this happened before.
Or is this different? This happened before?
This when we first got there at ATL at Applebee's. I have the video.
Oh, okay. I've heard part of this story. The Applebee's story where a guy showed up and you went out to confront the guy and the guy disappears. And then eventually you come back in, the guy shows back up. Is that's
the guy.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the first one. That's the first one they staged. I got some intel, and Tahara Bay is the first one to tell me. Also, I'm wondering, like, how did he know this intel? He knows too much intel, to not be a part of our our regime. You're not in the coalition. You're not in militia life. So as I sat there and I watched that show, I'm like, he knows more. He knows what he's doing.
Are you
Maybe I think he don't. Yeah.
are
I
you
did. I
sure,
made out.
you sure he's not in that life? I mean, if he knows so much, how does he know so much? If
Somehow he's getting some kind of underground intel. I was getting
okay.
emails that he was working with Grandmaster Jay. His
Oh,
moderators are also
oh,
ex-NFAC.
you know
Yeah,
what? I had an email, actually a couple of them over the course of some time that said that that Mr. Bay, and I say that because I mess up his first name every time I say it, and I don't want to disrespect him.
yeah,
But I've had emails saying that he and Grandmaster Jay were actually working together, and all the attacks on Grandmaster Jay from him was just a front.
yeah,
So
exactly,
I haven't reported on it because I thought,
exactly.
there's not much to it.
But
Because,
that King Kendrick interview, I sent King Kendrick to him, and I told Kendrick, I said, Kendrick, don't trust him. Kendrick didn't listen. Kendrick got on his show, and Kendrick somewhat fin straddled. Like, I
okay,
don't know King.
you're talking about when not when King Kendrick was on this show,
Tosh show.
but
I
when
sent him the
okay,
Tosh show first. When he
all
went
right,
to Tosh show first, he sat
okay,
up there and said he wasn't part of no regimes and all that. I got it. And how he thought Todd was a snake and he apologized at the end. They undercutting me. But I did a favor that they asked me of. I don't know them in Kentucky, you see?
yeah,
But after the fact, that video came out leaking King Kendrick, that was Tahara Bay done. That was his doing. Right after King Kendrick left his show, he went and undercut that man. He's a two-headed snake. So that's what I'm telling the black community. It's so
okay.
hard to fight for us.
Who
Yeah,
who is the two-headed snake?
Tahara Bay.
Okay, all right, okay.
Tahara Bay is a two-headed snake.
In your
So
opinion, that's who the. I just want to, yeah.
that's who
I just
caused the diversion. When it came down to us going to Angry Viking, it was Tahara Bay. It was Tahara Bay and his following. That's who spoke against 3%ers, boogaloos. He is the one trying to underground. He is the puppet master, but he's doing like this here, throwing stones and hiding his hands. You see, but this situation here don't really put him out there because now they done conflicted with our business, with the YouTube being pulled down, just jumping into the coalition overall. You see, we went there for the black community. You see, we went through the black source, the black outlet. You would
right,
think that
right.
he would say your podcast or AVs will be the one that are turning us. You see, but they tell us don't trust AV, don't trust Doofus. Come here. They're the main ones doing the drawing of the division. You see?
Yeah,
So yeah,
I I don't get involved with anything other than if somebody says, "Hey, can you put me in contact with somebody?" and I can put them in contact with them, I put them in contact with them. But
yes,
I don't
exactly.
get involved with messing with nobody's business.
Exactly.
I just report on things.
Or
And,
trying to make it to a point where this man wants the militia to be fraudulent. He wants NFAC to be fake. He wants NFAR to be fake for what though? You see, we need this today. We need some kind of defense today. We need the voice
yeah, I've been
today.
saying
You
that. I've been
see?
saying that all
So
along.
yeah,
Yeah.
we need some kind of voice, like the guy I salute him called the Angry American,
Okay.
something like that. Like I don't really catch social media too much, but he made a video on that about this man here turning us against AVs. He made a video, and what he tried to do with the black community turned them against me. Behind me, going over there sitting with them. You see, so
Yeah.
people can see. People are starting to wake up. I also give praise to Michi X. What she said the other day, I don't agree with her leaning with GMJ, but what she said the other day is like, why do we do this? Why are we fighting for these folks? It's our own folks. It's not the opposition. It's them. They are snakes. We will never. Martin Luther King was set up by Jesse Jackson and Billy Cow. Malcolm X was set up. We hearing word Khalid Muhammad was set up. We're going back to the Black Panther Party now from the origins of it. The Crystal, the line is Crystal. She is right. She is the origin. We were around then. This
Yeah.
is proof here.
Yeah.
So we are what started the conscious community from RBGs. Uh, the
And,
Morris Temple, they know
for
this.
people that are just watching and don't know, RBG is red, black, green. So
Yes, we
go
are the
ahead.
ones who really came out and gave that we gave them that platform on social media. We
Okay.
utilized social media to have a voice. Everyone else was doing other things with it, but we were the first to come out. Like you hear folks saying now today, all honor. Before it was RBG'd up. That's what it was. Coming from myself, my general setting, BPC. That's who Tahara Bay has an issue with. Behind this belief theory. So it's like our folks don't care if you're not Muslim, if you're not Christian, you know,
Right.
Yahweh,
Yeah.
they don't care if you're not flying in flocks with the men. You see, so we need the
Yeah.
right leadership. So I like Malcolm say, I'm for truth. I don't care who's speaking.
Yeah.
I don't care who's speaking. You
Yeah.
see, and that's my stance on that. But that's what happened with the YouTube and the fallout. What they did was try to put this image on me that I'm this crazy psycho god. And I'm just finding out that this woman, when she was on the road going home, when she called me, to help her get back to the house when she broke down on the side of the road and AAA was coming. She then afterward called another guy, hung up the phone and called him and told him that I had just beat her up. I had just beat her up, and I've got text messages and screenshots that show that we was on the phone.
Well,
What is wrong with these people?
I'm glad you came on here and
Yeah,
told
yeah,
everybody what's going on from your side because
I have to. Yeah, I have
yeah,
to because they
I
removed
totally
it.
understand you have to. And
They some people, like 90 people, caught the response. So 90 people caught the truth. And then afterwards, that's when they deleted it because they knew the other guys would have to come forward. I say that to say this: that guy that was up there, Phil, that was playing tennis, that she showed, he's not an agent. He's not an agent. You know what I mean? He's not on that. That's just who he is. He's just that type of individual. But the other ones, yes, there are agents within NFAC. We've been
there,
knew this. We just never said nothing.
okay,
We
there
never said
are,
nothing.
hold on a second now, because this is kind of breaking, I believe. There are agents within the NFAC,
Yeah,
federal agents,
yeah.
like FBI, federal marshals,
Active.
Secret
Yeah.
Service, active
Grandmaster
agents.
Grandmaster Jay, the third source down there in ATL, told me before when I asked about the little girl, when he brought that up about the little girl mother being a Mason, I didn't know nothing about that. But
Okay.
I asked Grandmaster Jay before, are you a Mason? Never responded. The guy in ATL told me, yeah, Jay is a Mason. He used to be a Mason. You have to be a Mason. So that's why Jay thought the symbols a lot. He's a Mason. He has to be, to be serving that order.
But that
So
doesn't
yeah,
mean he's a federal agent.
no, he's not a federal agent. I'm not saying he's a federal agent, but he is Iron Fist. He's Iron
Iron
Fist.
Fist.
Iron Fist.
Okay.
Iron Fist COINTEL 2.0. Trump's
What,
Trump's
what is
main
that?
mission was Trump's main mission was to bring out the guerrilla ops. GMJ, NFAC, they really recruited me. They came and found me. You
Right.
see, so you see a lot of those guys out there right now that's next to him. I'm the guy that was put right in the immediate room next to him.
Right.
I'm the guy who sat on the phone with him for hours. It was me and Jay. It was only two of us who built NFAC. Look at the previous interview that he just conducted. Anytime they ask him, what's the protocol when it comes to vetting or such and such, he always go left with it. We won't tell you this. We won't really go too deep into detail. You
Yeah.
ever notice that? He
Yeah. Of
always
course
go
I
left
noticed
from
that.
that. Jay was doing nothing. I was the one. S-base. Everybody that came in that was vetted came through S-base. Half of the people in NFAC don't even know Grandmaster Jay. Those guys out there are helping him push this agenda. And I'm saying to myself, NAACP has to be called out. I sat here, doofus, and I watched the arrest. Now, like Kevin said, Firestar also spoke on. We really live this lifestyle. We
Yeah.
feel some type of way about it, So it's like even when I'm not out there, I'm out there. I'm feeling it,
Right.
But as I'm sitting here and I'm watching it, I'm watching Grandmaster Jay go to jail. I'm watching the people jump on the timeline. I'm watching how broken they are. When he tried to denounce me, you know, I was up 3 days for the people. So I came back out again for the people. They asked me, Delta, are you going to come back? I said, man, I tell you what, if he get jammed up, we'll keep it going. I don't care what it is. This is who we are. This is my regime. You see, I let him do that. So once I came out and I was prepared, I asked guys, I asked Firestar, I told the other ones, hey, what do y'all think? Delta is too risky. You can't trust him. Okay. But then again, it's who we are. That was my mindset, you know. So it's like it don't matter to me. I saw Jay get released. When I saw Jay get released, the game is chess, not checkers. This is a real game of
Yes.
Horace and Seth with me and him. I know him well. I know him. I'm watching him. None of it made sense to me. The arrest didn't make sense to me. So I
Wait,
wanted to come out and
wait,
trying to speak it. Yeah,
wait.
it didn't make sense to me.
It didn't make sense to a lot of us,
It
you know,
didn't.
but
Like Boogaloo said down there in Lafayette when the gun went off, it didn't make sense. I saw that. It didn't make
yeah,
sense. You
yeah,
see? So when I saw this, I said, no, my antennas went up. This ain't this is different. You know, I know Jay. You know, I know what they be up to. You see?
okay,
So once I saw him get freed, and I saw what I'm looking at now, this campaign, all eyes on GMJ. I say to myself, wow, this is amazing to me. I don't understand it. Because the shirts that's being sold at $45 right now, we was told we couldn't sell things. We couldn't take in any kind of donations. I was told that. You
right,
see? So now they telling us, okay, we need millions for what? Pouring the gun, a flashlight, what he say? Now I go back to that's not us. Our main protocol, no point. No point guns. If it came down to the formation in ATL, Kentucky, I was going to line the firing squad. Jay would give the call. You see, so we have to go, then I'm going to line it this way. And Jay, when you say go, then that's where we're going. We don't point weapons.
right.
You see?
Actually, Grandmaster Jay made it very clear each formation, you don't even chamber a weapon
You
initially.
don't.
You
You
don't
see,
walk
so
around
that's
with it.
not us.
You don't
Yeah.
walk around with a round in the chamber.
So that's what made me want to come out and kind of speak on it. Because I'm like, wait a minute, they got him on that. That ain't him. I
Yeah,
know him, that he's scary. Jay is not going to kill nothing.
yeah,
Jay is not that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Jay is a full act. I promise you. You
Yeah,
know,
well,
so
I don't. Yeah, when it comes to being a warrior, I think you're right. I think
he's
a
not that.
bunch of that is an act.
Yeah, he's not
But
that. He's a pure
but
act.
but as far as being a leader and the other aspects of a leader, he's like head and shoulders above anybody else that's come along in a long time, in my
That's the
opinion.
image. That's the image that he want to put on. He's
Okay,
not that. He
all right,
hasn't done nothing, haven't achieved nothing.
all
You
right. Go
see,
ahead. Talk.
everything about him, yeah, everything about him, he stole from Delta. That's what I'm upset about. What did we do in ATL? Nothing. What did we do in Kentucky? Nothing. Why do we have to all eyes on GMJ? He didn't even know the proper death date of Malcolm X. Me and Urema spoke on that on the phone. You see? So who is this guy? He hasn't achieved nothing. He don't know anything. So I can say that because on the chat call, it's 5 of us. You see?
Okay,
3 guys, 2 females.
all right.
They all sat there and heard this man say, Delta, I'm going to use your video. I didn't know you had that mindset. So I'm like, which one? It's a video I previously had done and I posted up. That same video, Grandmaster Jay took it and he altered it at Stone Mountain. Grandmaster Jay don't know nothing what he's doing. You see, they let me sit back in the back and I'm
Okay,
taking the undercut.
what was your video? What was
I
your
was
video that he used?
I was talking about being one nation, blacks, browns, whites, like my little nephew, niece and nephew, they're mixed. You see, they're
Yeah,
Spanish. You
yeah,
know, so we got white in our family bloodline,
yeah,
all that. You know,
yeah,
so I'm telling Grandmaster Jay, I can't do it this way because I encountered this bisexual woman on Facebook. And
yeah.
she was like, wow, the things that you're saying, I overstand it. I'm not with the LGBT community, but I don't feel welcome here where you are. They won't accept me. So I'm like, well, you can be admins in here if you think I care about that. That's where it trickled down from. Me and Grandmaster Jay had an argument on the phone about that same speech he gave in Stone Mountain.
About the
He he completely rejected it. Gays, browns, whites, all he rejected everything. It was
right,
just strictly black.
right.
But he went up there in Stone Mountain and he gave a different speech. So when he done that, I turned and I looked at the third source, that guy.
Yeah.
I looked at him like, you hear him what he just said? We just had an argument about this. I didn't say nothing. I let it be. You see, after the fact that when Grandmaster Jay left us out there to die, you see, when he left us out there when the tire got shot out, I called him. I
Okay.
called both
All
leaders.
right. Give
You
us,
see,
give us. Okay. Catch me up on that because I'm not clear on that. A tire got shot out. This is at the Wendy's.
no, we was at a store away from Wendy's. We
Okay.
was way far away from Wendy's.
Okay.
Wendy's was nowhere in the area. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. Where they getting all this from?
They're okay.
We
So
was
you're saying they're taking two different incidents and putting them together in the same
yeah
location. And
yeah
that's that's all along. That's kind of what I thought happened.
yeah
So
yeah
yeah, let's make this clear. Let's
yeah
get this
yeah
all out.
yeah. So once I finally got word later on, exact with the guy also Kevin, he kind of explained a little bit. We saw running. We couldn't see exactly what was going on. Wendy was way back that way where we were. When we saw guys running, I didn't see it. My line is in the front. She saw it. She was like, "What are they running for?" Now I say that to say this: how did our tire get shot out? Nobody was shooting at us. I just never told it. My guy, he was smoking. You know what I mean? He's hitting weed. He wasn't used to it, and he panicked. So
So
when
he
he
shot
done
the
that,
tire out.
when he done that, he saw those guys way up there running. He takes out and goes that way. So I'm thinking, what is he doing? He's speeding. As he comes around, the way he was driving, he drew attention to us. So the guy swung our way. That's what happened. They wasn't worried about us. They was in the middle of the street. Wendy was way down there. This was something else that was going on. I'm not sure if he was aiming at us or he was aiming at another car. We still don't know. But when the gun went off, pow, our tire got hit. You see, so we ended up somewhere else down the way, and I called Grandmaster J. Grandmaster J tells me he at the hotel with the girl. I asked him 3 times. Hey, send back up.
Well, wait a minute. Grandmaster Jay's at a hotel with a girl. Well,
Yeah.
hey, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't be in a hotel with a girl.
You hear me? Yeah, so Grandmaster J and that laid up, right? So now he tell me call the other dude. So I say cool. I call the other guy. He's not picking up. Okay, now I'm tripping. Now I just go on my own. I'm the general, regardless. Change the tire. Now I got the AR. Now I pull up on draw on everybody out there. GD's out here. I don't know who's out here, but I pull on everybody out there. We making it out. How y'all feel today? Y'all got a problem because somebody hit our tire. That's how the word got out. So when I was speaking to the guys, they say, no, man, we ain't got no problem. We don't want no problem. We cool. I'm like, okay, I know you cool. Because somebody just hit our tire. That's my mindset. That's where I was at then. They say, man, were y'all at Stone Mountain? I said, yeah. People came out the cars everywhere. I started trending in. They taking pictures of me, videos, and I'll throw the gun on safety. So now I'm like this. Oh my God, interface seat. I'm shaking hands, take a picture with my girl. They totally forgot about what I just done. So that's how we found out we was trending. So
Okay.
I jumped back in the car. I said, man, something is going on, bro. I'm like, man, I think we trending. Like, you serious? I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Okay,
That's how it happened.
this is definitely going to be like one of those little clips in the movie, that they show to tease you. You're going to go from you're drawn down on everybody around because you have no idea who's friend or foe to,
That's it.
and
Yeah.
30 seconds later, hey, we're trending.
Yeah, like we're trending now. Like, whoa, that's exactly how I'm like, I did not know what was going on. I'm like, this is weird. Yeah, so after the fact, we get back. Long story short, we get into the Kentucky run. We're going to the Kentucky run. Like I tell folks, me and Grandmaster Jay, this is why I tell them, pay attention to that COINTELPRO comment. Grandmaster Jay actually blocked me before Kentucky.
This is before the Derby? Okay.
Before the Derby, the second run, the first run in Kentucky.
The second run in Kentucky or the first run?
The first run.
First run in Kentucky. Okay, go ahead.
Now, the first run, Grandmaster J was online with the bullpup, the Grammys, all kind of dumb stuff. I'm telling him, hey, you need to get offline for 3 days because him and the other guy pulled me offline for 3 days. I don't know what I done, but they just decided to pull me off. So I tell Grandmaster J, you need to get offline for 3 days. You're so reckless. You're messing up the image. He agreed. Okay, such and such. Now, after the fact that, like when I'm sitting with Jay and I'm telling him, Jay, we got to start a rebuilding process. I'm going to jump ship from NFAC to NFAR. Now, we can stay merged. I'm going to get the guy in ATL. He's going to be with me. You keep this regime. South Base is mine anyway. They don't even know Grandmaster J. They know this. Yeah. Grandmaster J agreed at first. Okay, NFAC, NFAR. He agreed on it. After we get back from Kentucky, his energy was starting to shift a little bit, and that's why I wanted to jump ship.
Okay.
First and
So
foremost, right?
your vision was to have the NFAR
NFAR.
to be part of the NFA.
I'm from a
NFA,
different regime.
right?
Yes, I was a
But
different
to be
regime
part of the
regardless.
NFAC coalition.
Yes, so
Yeah,
he agreed on it.
to have
He
your own
agreed on it.
regime.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. I
Now,
want everybody to be clear,
yeah,
and especially me.
yeah, all the ignorant comments that was made about kidnapping mayors and all that,
Yeah.
how that happened, I wasn't following him. Jay knew I couldn't see it. So when he was being reckless online, I wasn't following him. He knew it. So
So
he was just acting irate.
somebody
Yeah.
else was leaking all of that.
Yes, he would have to be under order if I was watching it. That would have never happened.
Yeah.
Jay had me blocked. So once I hit Jay up again, I said, man, let me tell you something. We got 2 days out from Kentucky. I got 22 men, actually 11 showed up. 22 men, you didn't wire that $500 you were supposed to send up here. You asked me to do this, put 8 men around you, give you my girls and all. Jay never done nothing. So I had to contact, I got the text messages. That same girl that was in the car when the tire got shot out, that's the girl behind him that I put behind him. Jay went and called her on the phone and told her that, yeah, she came in through S-Base, but she worked for him now. That's what he told her.
Okay.
She wasn't going. She said, I'm not going. I said, go ahead anyway. Let's just fill him out. But he had me blocked, right?
Yeah.
So I sent him the text message. I said, you're a tour soldier. What's wrong with you? Are you stupid? Jay sent me a message back. How you got mad with me? This is what he's saying. Why are you mad with me? COINTELPRO did. That's what he said to me. The first thing came out of his mouth.
Whoa, run that by me one more. Yeah, let me hear that one more time.
Grandmaster Jay said to me, why did you get mad with me? He said, COINTELPRO done that.
He said COINTELPRO done that.
Yeah, that's what he said, blocked me. He said COINTELPRO. That's what he kept saying, COINTELPRO. That's
so
what
it wasn't him blocking you, it was federal agents blocking you.
He said that. He telling me that. Like, it could have just been COINTELPRO. He don't know where it came from. It's the government. That's what he basically said. But he said COINTELPRO. So I'm like, that's so premature for you to say that. Like, you saying the big payback. You know what I mean? Pull up gang. You're not even making sense. You're trying too hard. You know what I mean? To be who they want you to be. And you're starting to expose yourself. So once I saw that, I said, oh, okay. COINTELPRO J, no problem. I tell the other guy, I'm gonna back out of Kentucky. It's too dangerous. I'm not even, we haven't lined nothing up. This man playing games, he done blocked me. Like, you serious? I'm like, I'm dead serious. Grandmaster Jay knew that after Kentucky, I was leaving. I'm done. This is my last formation. The other guy knew. I'm leaving it. You know, the only reason I'm going is to make sure they make it out. S-Base is too many people there for me. So I'm telling the guy, I gotta go. So I'm trying to tell him, come with me. Come. He's like, man, I'm not going. Delta, I'll come and I'll blend in with the crowd, but I ain't going. Then he sent the security team. So that's how I had the walkie-talkie. I had the snipers set up. That's how I knew what 3% everybody was at. It was under me. You see? The drone system, I had it. Grandmaster Jay didn't align nothing. So
you had a drone system in Louisville?
The drone system, yep.
Okay.
The drone system, all that was being shot was under us. Grandmaster Jay had nothing going on. You see? All he did was sit up there and be the face of it. I'm telling my guy, that's when Grandmaster Jay said to me on the phone, don't nobody come out there and do nothing reckless. I don't want to have to turn you over to the police. Now I'm thinking back on it. He was talking about me harming him. He wasn't really talking about me in the formation. He knew I was
you were going to take him out.
He knew I was leaving, and he knew that he already had done crossed me. So he said that before the formation in Kentucky. Now, when I came out from the hotel, when I first walked up on the formation, did anybody got video? They still have that. I walked up to Jay. Me and Jay had an argument right then and there. I told the guy that who she gave gonorrhea to, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna knock him out right now. We finna go.
You were gonna knock Jay out right then.
Right then and there at the formation for what he said to me on the phone about him locking me up. You see, then he had already done blocked me. We haven't spoken at all. So when Grandmaster Jay walked off, the gun went off. I turned around. I told the guy in ATL, I think I'm going to be assassinated. So when the gun went off, that's what I did. The first thing I turned around, I said, "Where's Grandmaster Jay? Where's Jay?" That's what I was doing. I was going irate then. There's another guy that was there. They called him Ozone. See, I blame a lot of these NFAC fake members because they sit back. They don't say nothing. They
Fake
helping it.
members.
Fake members. He done a documentary about some bicycle crash, motorcycle crash he had. He told me he was dealing with this other guerrilla militia. Then he went and tatted NFAC on his hands. I didn't understand that. You see?
Yeah.
Every single guy that's next to him don't know Jay. They don't know him. When the gun went off, this guy is the one who brought the girl to me. The gun, the girl, they all came to me. Grandmaster Jay was not there. I was the one controlling the situation. That's when me and Firestar had words. Firestar didn't know the gun went off in ATL beforehand. Nobody knew nothing. They don't know Grandmaster Jay. You see, so how is this your regime? This your militia? You're not training them. You don't even know them by name. So how are you this great leader? You don't know none of these individuals. I know more than he do. You see, I'm the one who catered to them. I'm the one who give them life. Grandmaster Jay pushed him in the back because all eyes on Jay. You understand what I'm saying? So when Ozone brought the girl to me, Grandmaster Jay go online and give y'all that story about the past and all that. We knew the truth. I'm telling him, come on my live, and we gotta fix this.
Yeah, I reported that that the guy passed out from heat exhaustion and tried to hand off the gun to the girl, and it went to the ground because that's what I was told.
Grandmaster, my girl was there. My girls was there. One of my girls was there. They were there. So behind the scenes, the entire time, that's when, matter of fact, that same day I went off on the whole regime. Y'all need to question y'all leader. That's what I said. So they already knew I was leaving. So when Grandmaster Jay came back, I tried to approach Jay like, hey, I got it covered. Jay was like, okay, I got this. Okay, cool. You think you know it all. Jay gave her ID over to the police. You see, Jay was the one turned it in. So yes, he's most definitely working with him. He's not that. So he's not Malcolm.
I found it puzzling that he got arrested. And I think he even mentioned it in the interviews that he's done on the radio, that he had a good relationship with the police, especially the police in Louisville. And
King Kendrick.
And for them to arrest him, King Kendrick, go ahead.
King Kendrick mentioned that. I didn't know that. He mentioned him going back up there and going to this
he went to the inauguration of the new police chief of Louisville.
So how is he above any other leader that ever came before? How is he there? How is he even compared to Malcolm, King, anyone? They're not that. You see, Grandmaster Jay is the complete opposite. So what he's about to do now, he's about to jump ship on him. He's going for the money now. You see, he's going for the money.
I don't. Please explain it to me, because I don't understand what you.
Yes, he's going for the
say
right now. What Grandmaster Jay is asking for, the donations. We already had that set up. I had that set up in the group. Grandmaster Jay is the one who pulled it down. The girl sent it to his DM. She was in Brooklyn, and she was like, "Well, I donated. Well, I collected 55 from for another organization. So this is what I do." So she had already put these little donation little sites up in the group, and Grandmaster Jay, the other guy, Talib, the gay guy, he's the one that was threatening Miss Crystal and exposing himself. So he's the one that was screenshotting it for Jay, and he's sending it back to Jay. So Jay told me to pull it down because of taxes. Jay telling me to wait, telling me to tell S-Base to wait. He's gonna set the salary base. So I'm like, Jay, they quitting their jobs, all kind of stuff. Jay, what am I gonna tell them? You know what I mean? You got to do something, because they coming at me now. They getting upset with me, not you. So that's all I was telling Jay. Like, bro, you got me looking stupid right now, but I'm not saying nothing. Jay tell him, hold up, Delta. I'm gonna set the salary base. Okay, cool. Behind the scenes, now he want to go sell shirts. Now it's all eyes on Jay. Tell me, what kind of case deserve $1 million for this situation right here? What has he done? Who did he kill? Was he GMF? Was he GMF? Was he jailed? He was not hit with that. He's not trying to get hit with a terror tag. So if that's the case, we could have came together and put all eyes on Sakaria then, like I was pushing, because that's what we was there for.
That's the little girl from Wendy's and
the little girl from Wendy's, or the little boy right now who they comparing to Emmett Till. Why can't we sit here and be all eyes on them? This is what makes me sick about Black folks. That's why I want to show this example today.
And you're talking about the little boy that compared to Emmett Till, the little boy down there in Louisiana.
Yep. All under the Panther Party.
Whose face basically unrecognizable when they found him.
Yeah.
And then I just broke the news earlier in the week about Casey Godson Jr., the boy in Columbus, Ohio, 23-year-old young man who was walking into his kitchen. He's going through his kitchen door from outside and was shot 3 times in the back by SWAT members.
I'm hearing that. I'm just not hearing that.
Yeah.
What they don't know is that recently here, 2 days ago, right here in Tampa, the worst case I ever seen was just in the hood. This guy was he was found. I'm dead serious. I got pictures. I sent it to the party. They had a rope from this side of his neck, this side of his neck. He was hanging from the bridge, and he was completely burnt. His body was still smoking.
Oh no!
Completely burnt. I sent that.
Oh.
I said, wow. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Now, this is what goes back to those like Tahara Bay. You know, these type folks. When we out here in this field, this formation, and they sitting here online, trying to tarnish your image, trying to make you think, they trying to put a case on you, and they sit up and they say journalism. What you guys do, what Yarima do, you see, that's journalism. You see, that right. Even what Viking is doing, that's journalism. We don't do drama, we don't do beef, we don't do gossip. You see, that's the issue. Yeah, that's the issue with me. And that's what made me, furthermore, I was supposed to go down there in Louisiana and network with the Panther Party. They're beating me down so bad mentally. Well, I'm asking myself, why are we doing this for these people?
Okay, wait a minute.
Don't deserve it. Yeah.
The Black Panther Party's beating you down mentally?
No, NFAC, NFAR.
Okay.
NFAC, NFAR, just our people in general, Black folks, to sit there and see the Moorish Temple, to see the comment section, it's full of jokes. They don't take it serious. You see, for one example, NFAC members coming out here right now, all eyes on GMJ, all eyes on GMJ. Who is this man? You don't know him. What did he achieve? What did he achieve? What did we accomplish? You see, this man wants to, they are pushing him. They are pushing him to lead folks astray. I tell folks, start questioning NAACP. Start questioning, because this donation, this situation here, Grandmaster Jay came out of his mouth and he said, we can donate up 4 million, such and such, this and that there. Why can't we get it for his case? What case deserved that? Did that mean Dr. Umar should have got that school?
Let me interject there, because I personally am a proponent of raising money to get legal funding, proper legal funding, especially in cases that are like this, that don't have any kind of substance to it, because what I feel is that they're going to railroad him and they're going to put him away unnecessarily when there are people that should be put away. Okay, I'm not saying, I'm not one of those get rid of all cops. We got to, there are bad people. There are bad people in every hue of the pigment of skin. All right. And what if you don't have a good attorney when you got a bad case against you, that's twice as bad,
Exactly.
So,
the only thing I look at it,
that's why I think, and that's why I think supporters should raise the money if they're so inclined. Go ahead.
Now, also how I view that, also about them attacking Grandmaster Jay, NFAC, think about it also. NFAC is no threat. The gun went off in ATL, look what happened. Police had to come in and protect him. You see? The gun went off in Kentucky. Police had to come in, protect him. The gun went off in Louisiana. Police had to run in and protect him. They are no threat to the United States government.
Right.
This is the image, this is the game that they're putting on, to where he's really this great leader and he really has a regime. And when I speak on that, a lot of guys in NFAC don't like that.
Yeah.
They don't like us to speak against them.
Right.
But they don't understand that you're not NFAC, we are. Grandmaster Jay is not NFAC, we are. You see, like I done told Grandmaster Jay out my mouth on the phone. Jay, all you do is create letters. You see, you're not the militia like what you think you are. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. When you left NFAC, you took a lot of the quote unquote warriors with you.
All of them.
All of them. Okay.
Yep,
All right.
all of them. I
All
try
right.
to get. I
And
try to get a
and
little
that now
more.
that doesn't mean that the NFAC that are left, they're dedicated. They follow Grandmaster Jay. They believe strongly and they're training and they're getting better and all of that. But when you left, it did weaken the NFAC, correct?
Exactly. That goes back to I think the guy was on one of y'all, I think your show. I don't know if it's your show or his show, Tasha. But he spoke on the third formation. And he was like, the way how it was lined up, the Zoom chat call. We never had a Zoom chat call. And he spoke about when he went to the meeting. He spoke
Yeah,
about
that wasn't on my show.
yeah, that was on Taz. I think that was on
Okay.
Taz. He spoke on all the agents, the actors in there. He spoke on it, the third formation. So now I'm saying to myself, where they came from? Because I had two men on ground. I had eyes out there.
Yeah, you
Where
told
all
me
these,
that.
yeah, where all these men coming from? That Vice documentary also, what pissed me off. Vice documentary didn't give me no, we didn't get no consent to put me in no documentary. You see,
Yeah.
no kind of consent. They took my section. They cropped it out with the black woman and they put GMJ in there with the other guy. He knows that was me and him. Grandmaster Jay was nowhere near around. The first formation, they cropped me out. The run in Kentucky, they cropped me out again. I looked at Vice documentary. How is that possible? How is Grandmaster Jay coming out denouncing me and you don't see me in no clips? Who is Delta then? Who am I? If I'm this small, why would he come out and speak on me? Then I'm seeing a post that he posted up about me being exited and all. I didn't know that. So who am I? If that's the case, you see, so it's like NFAC, the immediate members, they know well. Every secretary around, I can say their name, Shireen, Allison, I can say their names, No Fear, they know. That's why I'm coming out now, like me looking at this situation by him getting locked up and coming out and he asking for money, donations. Nah, I let them do it. If that's on them, because Creflo Dollar's got that private jet. Black folks, we don't care about black lives. We don't care about liberation. They don't care. They fly in flocks. Only a select few. And that's why I give it back. I give credit so much and praise to Yarima, his platform, and New Black Panther Party Radio. Yourself also. You see, AVs also. Letting those folks have that platform to just voice their opinions so we can at least see the type of energy that's out there. You see, so if I come out, let me go address that. Let me go speak with 3%ers. Let me speak with Boogaloo. You see, we can't sit here and be like this here on social media
Right.
because they're actually out there dying for real. You see, and we're not taking our own modern day tyranny serious. Our modern day tyranny, our revolution has went viral. It's a real reality show until it hits home. You understand me?
Yeah.
That's where we at with it. Because Boogaloos are not playing. 3%ers not playing. Proud not playing. The opposition, whoever they want to say, that's killing them, hunting them, they're not playing. They're killing you for real. You see, and here we are online sitting here trying to draw the version or try to create this little image or this I would say chaos for what? Attention? Donations? What are we going to get from it? You see? So even with the GMJ situation, all eyes on Jay for what? We got bigger fish to fry. You see? So you shouldn't have been out there doing something so dumb anyway. If you know you're the general, then why are you out there acting like that? Why did you go online and you spoke like that? So you created all this for yourself. And then again, you want to ask for the people to come in and feel some kind of sympathy for you, but you didn't create no foundations for them. We had it set up for them. I got the female foundation set up, the homeless foundation set up, second chance opportunities. I got that set up. That's what I was upset about because when I went underground with this chick, at their house, this is what we was aligning underground. They couldn't get nothing done. I couldn't put them on no contract, no nothing. I couldn't trust nobody. Everyone was in it. They had personal agendas. I'm thinking NFAR, NFAC. Oh no, it's not that. So we got to find the right pieces to move forward with. We got to find the right social media outlets, you see, to move forward with. These guys here are so not that, and that's what I've been
Who do you
sitting back.
consider these guys here? Are you talking about Mr. Bay or?
Mr. Bay, most definitely. Grandmaster Jay, most definitely.
Do you think
Those like
Grandmaster Jay's just like a social media icon, and that's all he
that,
really
I
he
mean,
is? Or do you think
Gra-
there's some depth to his support, and or is it just a paper tiger kind of thing?
that's basically what it is. He's a paper champ. You know,
Okay.
and we're trying to figure out exactly. My thing, I don't know why. Who sent him? That's the game that me and him playing, because he
Okay.
haven't sat down with me one day
Yeah,
at all yet.
I would love to have him sit down with me and talk with me,
Think about it
and
at all.
and
We thought you was the one. Yeah,
I've heard that people thought I was supposed to be somehow dividing the black community, and
yeah. I thought you was the one sending the alerts. So I'm like, where these alerts coming from with the Trump situation and all? So I went to watching you a little bit when I saw Jay post something up. I didn't overstand it.
yeah,
So I'm like, okay, well, who is this guy? Because I'm steady trying to play chess with Jay. Grandmaster Jay knows me well. He know I know him. Me and Grandmaster Jay built this. We done
yeah,
this. It was two. You
yeah.
see, he's the Jay.
You still have love for Grandmaster Jay? Are you upset that he's facing 24 months behind bars for something that is stupid?
That really when I saw that, like I told other folks, I don't take no pride in him going to jail. I don't take no pride. I don't want to see him in jail.
Yeah,
I don't want to see nothing. If anything, we can be enemies forever, but
yeah,
that ain't something I take pride in, because I know once they lose Jay, people losing faith in NFAC. Now our mission is over.
yeah,
So if he's faking it or not, I let it be, because the people want it. You see, like the woman in the wheelchair, things like that. Her son, she sent her sons to me, not Jay. Don't send that. You see, so it's a lot of things behind the scene I don't say. So it's like
yeah.
I let it be. Do I have envy for Jay? Hate for Jay? No. I'm
Okay,
disappointed in him. I'm very disappointed in what he's doing.
okay,
Now it's starting to get to a point where I'm starting to get angry with him.
okay.
Now when I'm looking at him doing this, now you're really violating that. If you're gonna lead the people astray, then jump ship, but don't take their money. Don't
Yeah,
take their money. You see, go ahead and walk out. If you got 8 Grammys, you see, you should have the money up already, because we had the donations, the collections. We already had it set. Grandmaster Jay destroyed NFAC. Grandmaster Jay drew division within every coalition. If it's 3 of us, question this: me, Jay, this guy. Why would Jay send me to eliminate this guy? This is what he was doing. The guy know.
or did he send this guy to eliminate you?
Yes, Grandmaster Jay was the puppet master at Applebee's.
Okay,
Grandmaster Jay is the one who called out the guy on the inside who set it up. That's when I went in and I checked him. Grandmaster Jay pointed him out. Grandmaster Jay said that dude, big boy in there, he shifted. Now me and Jay had an argument on the phone. I said, Jay, you remember Applebee's? Jay told me out his mouth, I wasn't there. That's who he is. That's what he told me.
well,
Jay, the vegan who ordered ribs at Applebee's. This is who the people do. I mean, this is who the people don't understand. So it's like I've been off of Jay when it came down to just who he is, because I know he's ducking. So if you're ducking me and you can't even face me, I don't have to even speak to Jay on social media. I'd rather him just speak to me one-on-one on the phone and explain why he done
yeah,
what he done.
yeah.
That's it.
Okay, all right.
That's all I tell him. You know what I mean?
That was my
Explain that.
next question. My next question was going to be, when was the last time you and Grandmaster Jay spoke?
Through the guy Ozone. The guy Ozone, he saw the fallout, and Grandmaster Jay, plenty of dudes was sending, they was connecting us in the DM, me and Jay together.
Okay,
So Grandmaster Jay told him, he said, well, what do Delta want? He said, Delta can ask me 5 questions. That's what he told him.
yeah.
And I'm like, what? He said, this what he showed me the message. He said, he can ask me 5 questions. So I'm like, what? 5 questions? Who is he? You'll see him be this way, but in that formation, I'm not lying. He's a totally different individual. Now, did I learn from him? Yes. I learned how to conduct interviews, how to be hands-on with it. I told Grandmaster Jay, everybody, they come at me like I'm trying to stop them. Grandmaster Jay came out and called me out. I tried to fix it. I told Jay, I need you to be as worse as you were in ATL in Kentucky. I need you to be Jordan. I'm comfortable being Pippen. I'm not ready for that. I need you to do this, Jay. I need him to be over here. I need all 3 of y'all together. They didn't want to pair up. So I'm in the middle, like, okay, you stay here, but you just network with me, Jay, and I got him. Jay telling me, why are you still talking to him? I'm like, what do you mean by that? But now coming to find out, they both know the third guy. They both know him. Wow, I didn't know that. So I'm asking this guy, did you know he did security for Trump? He tells me no. How you didn't know that? How you didn't know that? That's where I'm at with it. Like, okay, now
Okay, now wait a second.
NFAC goes deeper.
Okay, so somebody close to Jay is the one that has told everybody that Jay did security for Trump. That and that really happened. Is that right?
Yeah, he did security. Yes, he did security. Yes, he did security for Trump that day. We're watching it. If you watch the video, there's a hand come out and tap Grandmaster Jay, and he points. Grandmaster Jay turns around, and he goes and handles the situation. That's what really tripped me out.
Okay.
I didn't care about the DJ situation. What people don't know, Underground, the guy Tariq was not the first one to leak it. It was another guy.
Okay.
Grandmaster Jay put me on him.
All
They
right.
don't even know who this guy is. He's not even a social act. He's just an individual.
Okay.
I was watching this guy profile for like weeks. I'm watching it. I'm like, Jay, so what do we do about this situation? Grandmaster Jay tell me it might be a problem. That's the situation that leaked out with
Wow.
the DJ situation.
Okay.
He was trying to clear that before. He was trying to clear it. You see? So Underground, I'm just now getting to know Jay. Like, okay, this is not that serious to be acting on, about some DJ stuff and all that, so I hear him, but every single incident, he came to me. All these individuals that be laughing on my little profile, commenting, if you violate, I was going to be the one to come do something. You see?
Okay. Yeah.
In the formation, they didn't pay attention to action. Grandmaster Jay always say Django, Django. He always said Django. They're not catching on. Everybody else within NFAC already know, and that's why I'm upset. Why y'all keep throwing me up under the bus and y'all allowing this guy to do that? What are y'all getting from it? Nothing. You're not getting nothing out of the mission. Like I told the woman, you're going out there in that chair. What are you getting from it? What are we getting from you giving him all these donations? You see, to go out there and be shot at, and the police have to come in and clear it up. You see, I wanted to go elsewhere. The million gun formation was my idea.
Right.
You hear me? It was my idea. This man here is living Delta's life.
You wanted to do it in Washington, D.C.
Grandmaster Jay told me it wasn't open carry. So I'm like, well, let's go to Chicago.
Yeah.
We need to go somewhere, you know what I mean? And we need to make our presence known.
Yeah.
So what I was telling folks also before Breonna Taylor, we were supposed to go to the Klan.
Yeah.
Indiana. Grandmaster Jay wasn't doing that. He didn't want to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he had other agendas. So I was looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, if we're going to be in this, we got to be all the way in it. There's no need to be playing around with it. And I'm not saying we got to go out here and do anything that's anything violent. You know what I mean? I'm not on that. We can sit here and we can speak like men, like when I went to AV rally. Yeah. I didn't go with the intentions that we were going to be a shootout or anything.
Right.
I was going, okay, I'm finna go speak with him. You know what I mean? We'll start merging and we'll take it from there. But if anything was to come down, then that's what it is. Yeah. That's our life. That's what we signed up for. Right. So Grandmaster Jay tell me that he's not trying to get in the shootout. I understand that. Hit with a terror tag like they did GMF down there, but you putting yourself out there. So this is what comes with it. So how can we ever sit here and compare him to any leader when he's not that? You see, he's not that. They're creating that form, and that's what I'm upset with. That's mainly what I'm upset about. We are the ones who's on the front line, not saying that, okay, I want to be this. I don't care no more. I don't even care. They done burnt us down to a standpoint where I see we'll never really get nowhere forward. All right.
I got a couple more questions because we've been talking and it's been fascinating and I've, we got stuff out here that I didn't know. I had no idea. And I'm sure the same with viewers. Is there in your knowledge, is there a number 2 at NFAC at the moment? If something happens and Grandmaster Jay can't beat these charges and is taken away, is there a number 2? Is there somebody ready to step in?
I would have to. When I got the intel
okay.
that Grandmaster,
Hold on.
that's what made me think.
You, you consider yourself, if something happens to Grandmaster Jay, you're going to step in as number 2. You're going to step in and take over NFAC.
I mean, I am the number 2.
Okay.
They asked me that, but the other guy, KFO, he was the one that was in league with the Dreads. He's new. He's been around a little minute, but KFO is not his lane. You know what I mean? He's just a soldier. He's a real soldier. As far as leadership, we built it. That's what made me start question. I asked a lot of comrades. I asked them, "Hey, what do you think?" And like they'll say, "No." All right, but what else am I going to do? I built it. It's my regime, regardless. I'm just letting him do it. You see? So if Jay has to fall back, I asked, what do the other guys think? Well, I needed certain pieces, but now the certain pieces that I asked for, I wouldn't even deal with them because they showing me right now that like the one guy, the one kid, Ozone, he sent me a text out of nowhere. Ha ha ha! Grandmaster Jay is out, y'all peasants. I'm like, bro, why are you sending me this text? Because I didn't speak against him.
Yeah.
You see, you're poking the bear and you're starting chaos about something you don't know nothing about. I didn't say nothing about it. Matter of fact, I'm the one who was kind of like, okay, y'all chill out and let's figure it out first. That was my mindset. So everybody wanted to see what I thought. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I felt some type of way about it. So that's why I was going to come out and speak on it. Like, we don't point guns. You know what I mean? If that's the real issue. But now I'm getting intel that was a fake arrest. I'm getting all kind of intel looking at that this arrest was staged.
Well, hold on a second.
I'm like, what?
Whoa. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Grandmaster Jay arrest was staged. It's fake.
I got a link.
Okay.
Speaking on that.
On who's speaking on that? I'm sorry.
I got a link on this woman. She sent it to me. And she's breaking down this case, what happened. I'm looking at it. This is weird.
Okay.
Because to get out that fast, I told Grandmaster Jay I was in Morganfield, Kentucky. That's the first argument we had about going into Kentucky. I said, I've been up there and they are alive and well and they shoot from afar. Grandmaster
Jay. That's a fact about rural Kentucky, rural Indiana, rural Ohio, rural.
Yeah, he didn't want to hear that.
Yeah,
he didn't want to hear that. So I'm like, if you get locked up, bro, I had AWOL from Job Corps. They will hold you a whole month before you even get a court date. A federal charge. Now to go in there and indict you back to Kentucky. Mind you, that third formation, people forgetting that they're saying that the feds went to Grandmaster Jay Hotel at the third formation. The feds went to his hotel.
They went to his hotel when he was at the formation. They went through his room.
Formation. Yep, they went to his room that day.
While he was at the formation, not while he was at his room.
No, while he was at his room, they went there.
Oh, they met with him in his room at that formation.
The third formation. They met with Jay. Feds did. You see? So I'm looking at it like, okay, this is weird. Then he goes back underground to salute the chief of police, the new one. Okay, so you're interacting with them. They know you well. You're not premature. If you sat behind Trump, they know Grandmaster Jay Fitzgerald. They know Fitzgerald. That's who he is. So I'm looking at all this and the intel that she gave me. That's what made me come out because I was defending him. I'm like, man, that ain't what we do. So now I'm back in the mindset of NFAC. Okay. So everybody like, are you jumping back in NFAC? I'm like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if they do this or do that, if that situation would have transpired to a point of where, okay, we found out it was authentic and they actually jammed them up, yeah, I would have came back. I would have came back in it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we would have to really speak and we have to really fix this because you can't run nothing because you don't know what you're doing. I know this. You see, but you have to be honest. You got to be honest. You got to be genuine with these people. Because what you're doing right now, how long that's going to last, bro? It's not going to last. You're going to have to remove everybody around you. And for what? What is the end game for you? That's what I'm asking. What is the end game for you? So if you done this with the DJ thing and you had 8 Grammys, maybe you really want to be rich. Maybe you really want to be that. You hear me? So before you got into this militant militia lifestyle, who were you before that? You sat behind this man, Trump. You was in the entertainment field. You was doing this, Black Lives Matter, all lives. They was bouncing you around. You see, so your history, and like Kevin said something. He said when Grandmaster Jay was dealing with Secret Service, anytime you're dealing with Secret Service, you know what they do. They eliminate your background, your history. We know nothing about this man. Nothing. That's crazy to me. So I'm telling folks, like, when I was in my group on Facebook, I was being recruited. How did they come grab me from here and put me right next to Jay? KFO, Ozone, Talib, all these other fake ones. I don't want to say KFO, but all these other ones, premature ones. How did Jay put me right past him? You see, and put me right next to him? You see that? The guy Firestar came out and he told folks first time coming out was in, that was his first time coming out. You know, he didn't know a gun going in ATL. So how these men in front of you in immediate school next to you? See, so it's like you can have any kind of agent next to you and not knowing what's going on. That's the see other guys out here that can't live up to the opportunity.
Man, hold on just a second. I'm not sure what happened. Things started breaking up, and then
okay.
Everything disappeared.
And I thought you put me on big screen.
It was absolutely gone. We're back.
Yeah.
We're back and we're recording. It's like somebody was messing with the signal when you were talking about certain things. It's all of a sudden started jumbling up, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. But now we're back.
Yeah, so, what I was saying is, every time I stepped out in that formation, they knew. Grandmaster Jay knew. He said that, Delta, you're going to hell with me. That's why you're my main man. I know, but he's not on that. You feel me? Every time we stepped out there, we gave them the call. We might not make it back. That's what we telling them. You might not make it back. Do you accept that? Okay, cool. So every time I stepped out there, I went with the intentions of not making it back. That was my mindset. So when we went into Kentucky, every potential threat, I approached them. You got book bags, whatever the case may be, because I know Grandmaster Jay is up here. He's not on that. There's great speech that he gave. Everything he said in that speech, I was totally anti. I went to fix what he was messing up. You see? So behind the scenes, who's really conducting NFAC, it'll come out in the end.
Okay.
You see? It'll come out in the end. And what we stand at, like I said before, those like Kevin, those like Firestar, those like a lot of my other comrades, they really live it. We really live it. It's all we care about. We don't care about anything else.
And let me just say, you're mentioning Kevin, you're mentioning Firestar, you're mentioning Ozone. Any of you all want to come on the program and talk your truth? That's what we do here when I have a guest on. It's not about censoring anybody. It's not about pushing my belief on anybody. It's about letting people give their truth.
Especially Kevin. Kevin gave a lot of intel out. Firestar, Firestar is a foot troop. He's a foot troop. He is authentic. You know, he don't talk. You know what I mean? He's genuine.
And I'm just inviting. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. I'm not.
I'm speaking to the
I'm just offering. I'm just offering to let them speak their truth with what you're saying. And
I speak in honor of him. Why he departed when they was talking about him collecting donations. You know, unlike the other guy, there's a lot of guys. I'll say that to say this. Grandmaster Jay went to Lafayette and all with the Sleepers for the Rich came out there. That's another regime.
From New Orleans.
Right? From New Orleans. He was the first one. That's the first guy they sent to me. They sent me to him. Say, y'all look alike, so y'all should pair up. I go to Grandmaster Jay. Hey, buddy from Louisiana. They talking about me and him linking up. What do you think, Jay? Jay told me no. No, stand down. What do you mean no? Jay, why not? Let's link with him. Let's go to Louisiana and do a formation or something. Grandmaster Jay say no, he does not take this serious. He's taking the money. He's taking the money and he's investing it in auto mechanics. That's what Grandmaster Jay told me out of his mouth. I contacted that guy in his DM. I say, hey, such and such, they going down this before they got there, before they went down there. I tell him, hey, this is the story. I wanted to come, link and all. He asked me to send the number. He saw it, left it on red. When I saw them down there, that's when I saw them hanging out, buddy. I didn't know what to think, but I gave him the intel that Grandmaster Jay was never. See, so it's like on social media, the image that Interface C is creating, I don't understand it, because a lot of those guys out there now, they're premature, and Grandmaster Jay is just doing this to him, and he's not doing it on his own. They are allowing it because they just want to be in front of the cameras. Anything that's trending right now, you know what I mean? They get an opportunity to be out there and get in a good photo op, get a photo op, get the long guns, the clips and things like that, and paint them up. You don't see those other guys out there. Boogaloo, 3%, they're not playing. They're actually out there training. You see? So in order for, that's like what they did to GMF. When they locked that man up, considered him as an extremist, all he was doing was training at his own base. He didn't do anything. He didn't do nothing to be locked up. Grandmaster Jay don't have no base. He don't even know his own soldiers, so he don't have a militia. He faked it the entire time. And that's what he's continuously doing, faking it. But why is he doing this? Who's behind it?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, who's pushing this man?
Yeah, if it was clear to me that there was a motivation for somebody to put him in position to be an agent or whatever, but I just can't. And it's not like I'm stupid. It's not like I only play checkers. I play some chess. So,
but you know what, Doofus? I say to myself, there's a lot of things that I can break down and depict. This one here is very complicated.
Yeah.
This is the most mind-boggling situation ever.
Yeah.
Because it comes, it switches up so much. You see so much, like right now with the girl, this situation. This threw me totally left.
Yeah.
I did not know this. I'm just finding out intel like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And these guys didn't tell me that. So you got people covering for other individuals. That's what's going on within the regime.
All right, man. Well, I'm glad you're back.
I'm up. I'm up, man. I gotta get the tool back up and running.
Okay.
Get the tool back up. We'll get that back active. Like I say, we was planning a formation here. I was planning that. We'll see exactly what's going on. Even networking with the new Black Panther Party, merging with them. They are recruiting. We need the right mindset. We need the right mindset. And I also told them, just respect the way how we go about doing our modern day tyranny. We respect how our ancestors done it, and they are very open to doing business now.
All right.
You know what I mean? Very open to doing business. So we are breaking some bridges right now. You know what I mean? So like I say that to say this. When Interface C is done, and we're all said and done, you have Delta Django, Grandmaster Jay, AV Squad, things like that, Angry Viking. When we're done, it's all over, said and done. Make sure you remember this. You'll never see it again. You'll never see it again. This is our last run. So just make sure we just do it the proper way. That's all I ask for. I don't care about nothing else. Let's just get it done the proper way and be genuine. Be genuine who you are. Let's fight it out. Let's stick with it. There's no getting out. There's no quitting. Right. That's the mindset. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, appreciate you. You take care.
I'm gonna send my guy.
Huh?
I'm gonna send my guy your way also.
All right.
I'm gonna send my guys your way also, and I'm sending the intel and have them come sit with you, and see if I can get Pops to come on also.
Awesome. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We will do this again. All peace, power, glory, and honor to the Most High, and blessings upon you, brother.
All honor, man, to another born day. You'll be here next year again.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll be far ahead in this mission by then.
Thank you all for watching. It's the American Doofus Show special edition with Delta Django, and
we're gonna cut that. I want to just touch on that last thing.
Yeah,
that's how Buddy gave me the wrong name. Tahara Bay, he gave me the wrong name. Delta Django. No, it was Delta Defcon.
Delta Defcon. All right. All right. Well, let's make sure we make that correct.
All honor.
All honor to you, man. Delta Defcon. We will talk to you again.
See you again, comrade.
All right.
Stay up.
All praise, power, glory, and honor again to the one true living God. Blessings upon all of you watching. And I'll be here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Sunday. Actually, it's going to be 10 p.m. a special time, Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. on the West Coast with the Sunday Night Live weekly wrap. Until then, it's the American Doofus Show. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. wear a mask. We're in a pandemic. Stay healthy, stay blessed, and above all, don't be a doofus.